Okay. All right. We are here. How you doing, everybody? Bruce here, traveling with Bruce. Welcome to TWB for Monday, July the 20th, 2020. Welcome all to Traveling with Bruce from Creston, British Columbia, where we're warm today. We're in the mid 80s today, maybe 83, 84 today. I've got air conditioning on in my house for the first time this year, July the 20th. I had to turn on the air conditioning. I know a lot of you in the U.S. are jealous because you always always have your air conditioning on. Yes, I've had to actually cave and turn on the power, get the air conditioning going. Unbelievable. Welcome all to TWB. It's nice to have you with me tonight. I'm making sure I'm on the air. I've got my big ass iPad going. I'm on the air there. We're going to check on my big old phone here. Cruise ships. Here we go. Yep, 53 and counting. You're coming in. Welcome, guys, to TWB for Monday. That's fantastic. I'm glad you could make it. Thank you, all of you, for supporting this channel, watching my videos, tolerating the commercials, or at least watching 30 seconds of them anyway. And thank you for your support on TWB merchandise on Redbubble, and sending donations and super chats and super stickers and all that. You guys are great. The fund is building for the iMac 16. I'm working that fund. There's a card behind me. If you notice right over here, that card right there. See that card right there? That came in the mail the other day in an envelope, and I received a donation from someone anonymous, and I wanted to just thank you very much for the anonymous individual towards the iMac 16. Fantastic. It helped. I appreciate it. Also received in the mail the other day, this big bag arrived the other day. Some of you have seen this, some of you haven't. I was on the air on Saturday for a surprise show. I got this AMA Waterways bag. Beautiful. The handles up here from Ken and Janet from Saginaw, Michigan. Thank you guys so much. They included in the box a package that has Royal Caribbean on the outside of it, and on the back it says a culinary experience with a bunch of ship names on there. And something tells me this has been around a while, but I'm really appreciative of this gift. It's a bunch of cards. There's a bunch of cards here, and these cards are like miniature menus. Let me show you one right here. Let me see if I can do this one here. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Look at the front of this card. See this? International night. This is the kind of menu you'd get in the main dining room. And you open it up, and look at that. Look at that. Can you read that at all? Can you see that? Bay leaves and mustard, appetizers, entrees, lobster, ravioli thermidor, pan-seared salmon fillet, Malaysian style, Hai Sing Sung Yao roast duckling, a baked veal loin in croissant crust, roast prime rib of beef. This is how cruising used to be in the main dining room. There were no specialty restaurants. You didn't need a specialty restaurant. You just went here, and it was all waiting for you. The desserts and wine selections were all here. But on the back of this is a recipe: pan-seared salmon Malaysian style with ginger sauce. How to make it. I got about 30 of these cards in this package. Absolutely fantastic, you guys. Thank you so much for sending this. Jennifer was blown away. She is very much looking forward to digging into these cards. Something tells me the quality of food around here might improve from time to time. Not bad. I'm not complaining as it is, but this makes it even better. So thank you, Ken and Janet, and thank you to the anonymous donor here. Very much appreciated, all of you. All right. Welcome to the channel. I've been busy today. I uploaded 2 videos earlier today already. I thought, one would do it. I didn't think I have to do 2, but I uploaded. Let's see here where we got this one. I uploaded this video today. Americans banned from the Bahamas. I put that one up this morning, and I had to dig into that story. It looks like what happened was July the 1st, the Bahamas, with great fanfare, said, "We're open. We're back. You can come on down and enjoy yourself and have fun at our beaches and our resorts." Well, apparently 3 weeks later, 20 days in, you're not back. You can't come in here anymore. Well, in reality, it's the U.S. citizens that can't come in. Canadians can still come in, but I can't fly down there unless I have a direct flight. There are no direct flights from Canada to Nassau in the middle of the summer. From Europe, you can fly in on British Airways maybe once a week, maybe twice a week. I don't know. But from the USA, you can't come in right now. The Bahamas have had a spike in the number of cases just like that. And the reason is simple. Well-meaning Americans who do not know they have the virus, they're asymptomatic. They've got the virus, but they don't know they've got the virus. They get tested with a temperature check at the airport, and they're fine. They don't have a cough. They don't have a sore throat. They don't have a fever. They feel great. They don't have any breathing problems. They get on an airplane. They fly to Nassau. They hang out in Nassau for a week or wherever they're going, and then they go back home. And when they get home, they're fine. They're home now. 2 weeks 2 weeks ago they were in Nassau. They've already been back home a week, and they're fine. They're feeling fine. They've got the virus. They've been super spreading it everywhere. Everyone on the plane, there and back. Everyone at the airport in the U.S. airport in Nassau. Everyone they ran into in Nassau. Every restaurant they went into. Every burger joint. Every fishing boat they went. Whatever they did, whoever they talked to, they've interacted with people, and they have now possibly spread the virus. Well, a number have spread the virus because in the Bahamas, the numbers have spiked and the country's on a lockdown. They're just shutting everything off, and now they won't let Americans in. And they figured out what the CDC has already figured out, what Canada has figured out, what Mexico's figured out, what many other Americans have already figured out, except those who are supposed to have figured this out, that there are a lot of Americans out there who are ill with the virus that don't know they have it, and they're spreading it. And because they want their freedom, there are certain Americans who believe that their freedom is at risk if they wear a mask or if they agree to wear a mask. They feel that they're not as American as they could be. And unfortunately, the virus just loves this. The virus loves these kinds of folks because it's so easy to spread the virus in church and choir practice, at the gym, at the movie theater, the shopping mall, anywhere. Oh, it's wonderful. And the virus is just having a field day in the U.S. And today we had more than 10,000 cases in Florida again. Cases are out of control in Texas, Arizona, California. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. The numbers are scary, horrific. And Bahamas has figured out we can't allow Americans in. Don't be surprised if the folks in apart from the Bahamas, right over here, Jamaica will do the same thing. There's a beautiful shot of Nassau. There's the port down there, and behind the cruise ships in the background, that's the Atlantis Resort over there. That's been built out over the years. And of course, in the foreground here towards the bottom right, that's downtown Nassau. Some of it is very nice. Some of it not so nice, but that's Nassau. And there's the bridge way out there that you can go across to get to Paradise Island. Great shot. It's a great shot. But don't be surprised if Jamaica, St. Kitts, Grenada, all the islands that were considering reopening, they're not going to reopen. They're gonna follow the lead of the Bahamas because they're watching those numbers closely, and they're terrified. They're absolutely terrified. They're going, "Oh my God, no, we can't have this." Usually when Americans come in, they don't bring diseases with them. They don't bring contagious pandemic diseases with them. Americans are usually a rather healthy lot. They live in a healthy society with, generally speaking, clean running water and relatively clean air, and except for certain cities. But all in all, Americans are pretty clean. Right now, Americans are being shut out, and this is going to be total. This is going to become a virtual global shut off where Americans are just not going to be allowed out. You're not going to be allowed out to get in anywhere. Unfortunately, it's pretty bad for all my American viewers. I mean, I love you guys, but I got to tell you, it's not looking good. Yeah, what can I tell you? But the other video I made today was about these guys. I made a video about CMV, Cruise Maritime Voyages. They went under today. They went bankrupt today. Now, they are not a big cruise line. They only have 5 ships. CMV has 5 vessels, and the vessels are the Astoria, the Columbus, the Magellan, the Marco Polo, and the Vasco da Gama. Those are the ships that they have. And these ships vary in age. They vary in age from built in 48, built in 65, 80, 85, 87, and 1993. And apparently, I think there had been a strong rumor that CMV had entered into an agreement with Carnival to acquire 2 of the 4 Holland America ships. That was a rumor. Now, I haven't been able to nail that down. I don't know if I'll ever be able to nail that down. But 2 did go. 2 of the Holland America ships went to yeah. Now I've got the brain fart. They went to another cruise line. Sorry, folks. They went to here we go. Fred Olsen. I'm looking at my notes. They went to the Fred Olsen line, but 2 of the other ships were supposed to go to, we thought, CMV. That was the thinking. So now that deal won't happen because CMV is in receivership, or in administration, they call it in the UK. They're in administration, and in administration means they're in bankruptcy. They're in receivership in Canada, bankruptcy in the US, maybe Chapter 11. I don't know how this will work out. I don't know how this happens. Will someone else get the ships and relaunch the line? Don't ask me. I can't tell you. I'll watch for it. I'll keep an eye open for it, but I don't know. So that was the news I was working on today. By the way, thank you to Fred for the sticker. Thank you very much, Fred. Towards the iMac 16, absolutely. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. So I don't know what's going to happen here with the CMV situation. This is pretty grim. There were 1,400 crew members on board. I think all 5 ships have crew members on it, and the cruise line had been trying to repatriate them back home, and they were having difficulty getting flights because there are no commercial flights readily available between the countries that these crew members come from and the UK where the ships are located. And the other thing that happened about 3-4 weeks ago was British authorities, port authorities from the UK, and health inspectors from the United Kingdom boarded the ships because they're in UK waters, and they put a hold on the ships, and they put in all kinds of mandates. They told the cruise line, you got to do this. These folks are not being looked after properly. This is not a healthy situation, and on it goes. And so the cruise line had been trying to look after their crew members. They've been trying to look after their ships sitting idle, and they had been in delicate financial discussions with their bankers. And it was Barclays Bank that pulled the pin on the company about a month ago, back around the 20th of June. That is when, at the last minute, just as a loan was being finalized for the company by Barclays, the deal fell through. Now, I don't know if it was Barclays by itself, or Barclays was talking to 3 or 4 other banks, and they were pooling dough together to get these guys through the pandemic, but something fell apart at the end, and they got nothing. And the cruise line went out with hat in hand trying to find help and support, and they couldn't find enough. Whatever they found, or wherever they were looking, and whatever they were getting, or no offers, I don't know. Not like Carnival and Royal Caribbean and other lines. These guys couldn't find any assistance whatsoever, and they're done for. Now, in better days, better times, it could have possibly been that with Carnival wanting to offload ships, and here's a cruise line with 5 older ships, you have kind of a possible meeting of the minds. Maybe Carnival could have, sold 2 ships to them and given them $5 million cash with the ships, or $10 million cash with the ship, and then had a loan for the 10 million and the ships as one big loan package, or could they could have put together a 5 or 6 ship deal to transfer 6 ships to this cruise line, and then they would have sold off their old ships. They would have got the newer ships with maybe 25, 30 million cash to, improve them, change the paint scheme, and, turn them into CMV product. And then they could have worked a lease to own arrangement with it. But Carnival is in no position to do that right now. Carnival is trying to raise nickels and dimes everywhere they can get them. Same with the Royal Caribbean, same with Norwegian. All cruise lines are scrambling desperately to raise money right now to survive. And so no one is able to help CMV in any way, shape, or form. And so CMV is in receivership or in administration, and likely the assets will be sold off for very little money. And, the scrap yards around the world are going to have a field day with how many ships are available all of a sudden. I mean, there are so many ships to scrap. We thought, the guys in Turkey, they just picked up some of the old Carnival ships and the old, one of the other ships. Now there's more. There could be 5 ships right here from CMV that could all go to scrap, because there'll be no other cruise line in a position to buy them at any price. Because even if I bought a ship for $1 and called it the Traveling with Bruce fun ship, I have to come up with $500,000 a month to operate the fun ship. And without any revenue coming in, that's $500,000 a month going out the door. And this is why CMV needed $25 million. They had 5 ships to carry, probably at $2-3 million a month. And they're thinking a year out, we're going to need $30 million just to not do anything. And that's why these ships are going to be hard to sell. Thank you, Gene Hughes from Virginia. I wish I could help cruise lines, but as Grandpa used to say, if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. Gene, thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate it. That will go towards the iMac 16 fund, helping me get a new computer. Thank you. You guys are tremendous, all of you. I appreciate this so much. So CMV, sorry to say, they're not going to be offering cruises anymore. So that's Pullmantur. They're gone out of Spain. Now CMV, they're in trouble. They're gone. And we'll see what happens from here. There are other smaller lines we don't hear much about. They're European based, of course. In North America, we have the big boys that are, more or less publicly traded companies. And then we have the riverboat cruisers. But the big 3, as far as Norwegian, Royal Caribbean, Carnival, they have all managed to raise over $10 billion so far. Over $10 billion. Excuse me. They're burning about $1 billion a month between the 3 of them. But this covers all their lines. So that would be for like Royal Caribbean, that would include Celebrity, Azamara. For Norwegian, that would include Regent, Seven Seas, and their other high-end line. I'm trying to remember the name of their other high-end line right now, escapes me. And over on Carnival, they have 9 lines. And so that includes Princess, Holland America, Carnival, of course, Cunard, P&O Australia, Costa. So there's a lot of lines covered here. And between the 3 cruise lines, they probably dominate. They probably run about 75, 79% of the entire market. But they're burning $1 billion a month right now, not sailing. But this news out of the Bahamas is just a reaffirmation. It's a confirmation of what we have been talking about here on this channel now for months, that unless the virus gets controlled in America, there will be no cruising. Without the American cruiser, without the U.S. customer, we generally don't cruise except for very isolated regions of the planet. And even then, too scary. I cannot see, I know that there's no cruising in Australia right now, New Zealand, but even if there was, there's the risk that someone might get on a ship in Auckland, New Zealand, that had been in LA last week, an Australian or a New Zealander, and they flew home. They got home a week ago, and now they're going on a cruise, and they're not showing any signs, but they were in the United States, and they might be asymptomatic. And now Here we go. It's on a ship down there spreading. Too much risk. So unless America gets cured of this virus, or unless America can put this virus in the hole that it belongs, we're not seeing cruising. And I'm not seeing things going the right direction with respect to the U.S. Virus counts. I mean, they're going the wrong direction. Badly wrong. Terribly wrong. And the CDC making their report the other day. Let me see here. Here we go. Here's this report I read the other day, 20 pages from the folks at the CDC. I mean, what's in here is shocking. Shocking, but not shocking. But some of what's in here, I was surprised to read, especially the parts of the report that talked about how the CDC had been putting out letters, requests for information from the 3 big cruise lines and Disney, by the way, number 4, asking them for specific answers regarding specific things happening on board the ship that were against CDC guidelines. And some of them were like crew members were still being kept in their crew quarters, 2 to a room. The CDC is saying, get them into their own cabin with their own bathrooms. Make sure that when they leave their cabin, they are wearing a mask at all times. Crew members were complaining to the CDC, they're not making us do that. We were told it was supposed to happen. One of the crew members got on the CDC website down below deck at the computer station, and we read the CDC guidelines, and we're not following the guidelines here. We're following the cruise lines guidelines. We're not following the guidelines that you're telling us. So they're basically snitching on their own employers to the CDC. The CDC is writing letters to the cruise lines going, hey, members, we're getting information from some of your crew members that this is happening. What's going on? And the cruise lines take a week to 10 days to get back to them because they have to check it out. And sure enough, not all ships are being run the way they're supposed to. And wouldn't you know it, every couple of weeks through like April, May, and June, every once in a while, a ship would come into port in Port Canaveral or into Miami, and a ship would arrive at 2 a.m, and an ambulance would be brought to the dock, and a crew member would be brought out on a gurney, on a stretcher into the ambulance over to the hospital because they're suffering from breathing difficulties from this virus. They've got the virus, and there are 10 other people on board the ship that are positive, are in quarantine. How can this be happening? There are no new people on the ship, just you crew, just you guys, but they're not following the procedures with respect to social distancing. And the CDC is saying, how can we allow cruising out of U.S. ports if you guys can't even keep your crew healthy, and you don't even have a full crew? Some of these ships, like the Carnival Horizon or Disney Wonder. I mean, some of these ships have 800 to 1,200 crew members. In the case of the Oasis class ships for Royal Caribbean, the big ships, they hold up to 2,200 crew. But these ships are sitting out there with 300, 500 crew, 200 crew, 150 crew, and they're getting positive cases of the virus with only 150 crew members on a ship that can hold 4,000 passengers. What's with that? You got to wonder. If you can't keep 150 crew healthy on a ship large enough to hold 4,000 people, why would the CDC entertain the notion of allowing a cruise ship to leave Miami with 50% capacity, 2,000 passengers and a 800 crew? Why would we think of doing it? You guys can't keep healthy when there's only 200 of you on there. Not a good deal. So there's issues, and that report was rather thorough. 38,000 man hours used to address these problems. Unbelievable. It's just oh my gosh, lots going on here. Lots covering. I would love to give you nothing but happy good news. If I could do that, I would do it, but I just can't. It's just bad news after bad news after bad news. Here in Canada, we're still getting positive cases. It's not like we're in the clear too, but our numbers are way, way down. In British Columbia, where I live, the province, We have about 4 or 5 million, 6 million people live here, I suppose. We had 105 new cases show up in 4 days. That's a problem around here. 105 new cases. That's not good news. Now in Florida, it's 10,000 a day. Up here, 105, and they're freaking out in Victoria, where the capital is. The medical director is they're putting out all points bulletins. We've got to reduce the amount of people seeing people. The problem is that someone gets the virus and they are interacting with too many people before they get tested to find out that they've got it. And that means too many people could get it from them. And that means the cases can grow. We don't want that. So we're trying to combat it. So up here in Canada, they're fighting even the smallest outbreak as hard as they can. It's really a major project. Where in the States, I cannot believe the stories coming out of people who are saying, what was it? The mayor of Atlanta had a test for the virus, and it took 8 days to get the results of a COVID test. And that in day 6 or 7, the mayor had been talking to someone else about how long the test was taking. When that person suggested, go to this hospital or go to this clinic, you'll have results in 24 hours. The mayor went ahead and did that. I don't know if the mayor did that with the entire family or just herself. Within 24 hours, she got the test result back. She's positive. Then she got the test result back from 8 days ago. Positive. You were positive 8 days ago. And she was conducting her functions as mayor of Atlanta. How many people does she have to talk to in person? It's scary. So obviously she was in quarantine. Her whole family was in quarantine. They got tested. A number of people were positive. Scary stuff. Is it any wonder why we are getting these crazy results out of some of these states in the United States? It's shocking to me. These tests are not rocket science. They really aren't. But if they were run with military precision, which they could be by federal departments, there wouldn't be a problem. People would know they'd have the virus, and they would just stay home for 2 weeks until they tested negative, and they wouldn't infect anyone else. And with that kind of knowledge, your numbers will just plummet. But that's not the case right now. So it's a mess. It's a mess. I'm so sorry it is, because I am convinced now that the TWB group cruise for this December is unlikely to happen. We were hoping to go on a group cruise on the Harmony of the Seas, and we were all jazzed up for this. And unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be on this ship at all for this winter. It has not officially been canceled. The Harmony of the Seas cruise that was supposed to begin here in Port Canaveral and go to Coco Key and then down to Saint Martin and St. Kitts and back. This was supposed to happen in December. It is still underway. The cruise is still being still being listed as on, because the CDC has canceled cruising until the end of September. But something tells me that going here to Coco Key is unlikely to happen for us this winter. Here's another picture here. I'm sorry to say I don't think we are going to be on that ship. I hopeful, I haven't canceled it. I'm waiting for the cruise line to cancel it, but I think they will, unfortunately. But I don't think it's going to happen. I cannot see how anyone from outside of Florida will be allowed to fly in there. I cannot see how Canadians can come in. That keeps Jennifer and I off the deal. I cannot see how the CDC will allow cruises to take place out of Florida with the virus numbers as they are. I don't see it. And of course, Coco Key is in the Bahamas. I did a video today about the Bahamas. We can't go to the Bahamas. I don't think we can go to Saint Martin, and I don't think we can go to St. Kitts. So I think all 3 stops will be out of the question as well, which means that the beginning and the end of the cruise will be out of question, and I just don't see the cruise happening. So anyway, there you go. I'm sorry to give you that news. I see a message here I want to show right now. I've just noticed this. This was posted a little while ago. Sylvan Forrest. Hi, everybody. I'm too tired to stay, but Sylvan is alive, and he is still in the hospital, I'm assuming. Sylvan, I hope you're getting better. Please get out of that hospital as soon as you can. Get home and keep us posted. Please get healthy as soon as you can. Devin is here. Welcome, Devin. And the Tyler Show is here. Welcome to my channel today. Andrew is here. Janie T is here. Mark B is here. Nikki Singleton is here. How are you guys doing? Welcome, everybody. Gary B is here. Welcome, Gary B, to the show today. Nice to have you here. Folks, I'm skipping over kinds of messages because my computer is glitchy as always, and I apologize for that. But again, thank you, all of you who are here. First Sergeant Richard is here. Good evening, Brother Bruce. Donna Manitou is here. Even when the Bahamas won't take us, we have messed up big time handling this virus. SV Mentos. In Canada, our medical officer said they want the border closed until the U.S. numbers are down. This could be a while. Perry Gerfen. Hey, Bruce, greetings from Corning, California, where it's over 100 degrees all week. Woo! Welcome, buddy. Mickey Mouse, my spirit animal, one of my sponsor members is here. Good evening, Bruce. Showing off all kinds of these emojis. If you see a member with their name in green type and they have a little logo beside their name, that means they're a sponsor member of this channel. And I host a sponsor member exclusive show every Monday, 7 o'clock, 1 hour before this show. And if you'd like to become a sponsor member of TWB, I would love you to do it. Please go to my homepage and you will find a link. Or if you look just down below in the description below this video, you will find not only a link to this site here for the Redbubble store, but you'll find a link to become a member of this channel as a sponsor member. And that would be wonderful. Thank you, all of you who are sponsor members, and I'll see you next Monday at 7 again. John Hanaday. Hi, Bruce. Hi from Montebello, California. All the best. Love your videos. Love John Liliana. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate that. Clifford. Hi, Bruce from Chicago. I got some great viewers from Chicago. Some of the best in the world are from Chicago. Clifford, welcome. Lori is here from Wisconsin, only mid-70s. First time in weeks our air conditioner is off. Way to go, you guys. Peter Heckema is here. Hi, all. The poor cruise lines cannot catch a break. They cannot even sail to their own islands. I thought they would start cruising with 3 or 4 day cruises. Looks like that won't happen anytime soon. The Bahamas, you're not even going to go to your own islands. No can do. Donna, looking forward to snorkeling excursions. I'm sure they won't be masked. Snorkels won't be shared anymore, so prices will go up. Yeah, you'll have to buy your own set and keep them. Oh my gosh, changes. John Gilchrist, you have to wear clothes, just another piece of clothing. Wanda Seaward. Oh no, until this virus is under control, we shouldn't fly. And Donna is asking about the Atlantis. It's closed. It is. The Atlantis is still closed. I don't even know if they tried to open. I think they were going to, but I think they've kept it shut. Lamas, Hermosa, Rosa. I'm not happy that your Facebook allows political comments. I don't allow them. I try to eliminate them from time to time. However, your admin deleted my Floridian comment that they won't be cruising the Bahamas soon. I try not to have political comments here as much as possible. And on my Facebook page, I do review it, and if there's something really blatant, I eliminate it. So if you're looking to, throw up all kinds of Republican and Democratic stuff, don't do it on my Facebook page, please. Paper City Gamer Jeff, thank you so much for your super chat. I just saw it pop up here. I think no cruising until the winter, late December. I think after the better vaccine news. I know people traveling to Texas from Massachusetts coming for vaccine. That's nuts. I don't know if you can. Vacations coming to Texas for vacations. Yeah, kind of crazy to leave your own home area, but people are traveling on. They're flying in the U.S. They're driving in the U.S. Hey, to each his own. But folks, I tell you right now, if I were living in the States, I wouldn't be in an airplane. Not for all the tea in China. I'm not flying in Canada. I'll tell you that. And I'm not that interested in traveling very far from home these days. I'm just not interested. But what can I tell you? It is a kooky time, isn't it? The Tyler Show says, Bruce, great job on the video today, buddy. I think the Bahamas will reopen when the ships start sailing from U.S. and there is no problem with the virus coming from the ships. It's going to be a while, Tyler. I do believe that is to be the case. Scott Weber, I'm doing my bit to help slow down the spread. I've gone nowhere and pretty much I'm staying at home. Fortunately, I can see Catalina from my backyard. so I can dream of cruising. Right on, buddy. And happy birthday, Scott Weber. Sponsor member. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday to you, sir. Susan R. Hi, all super spreaders with no masks in the Bahamas. Ugh. They're in Florida too. They're in Texas. They're in Arizona. They're in Georgia. They're everywhere. I'm sorry to say. Stephanie, I'm so angry with my fellow Americans, the governors and the president. Why didn't I move to Canada 10 years ago? I'm sorry. Can't help you there. Lawrence, in New Hampshire, 89 Fahrenheit. The AC is on. It's very humid. Gas is $2.07 a gallon. Welcome, Lawrence, to the show. Nice to have you here today, sir. Alberts, I'm so mad with these tourists who think they don't have to respect our state. Please wear a mask, folks. Wear a mask. Lamas, Hermosa, Rosa. Stephanie Canada has their arms stretched out waiting for you. Janet Baker, Canada. I have Canada on two sides of the state, and I cannot escape. Maybe my Canadian grandmother is enough for me to go there to live. Well, maybe that's close enough of a relation. Susan R., we are still locked down in our home while masklessness rules. Insane. Fred B., thank you again for that, for doing a super sticker on my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you, all of you. Susan R., Staycation 2020. Albert's CMV ships are so old. It makes the Carnival Conquest look like she's in her 20s. Jan is saying, so true, Susan R. It's craziness. Alan Lewing. Alan, hi all from San Francisco. It's 60 Fahrenheit here. I'm supposed to be on the Diamond Princess Japan cruise this week and then check out the Olympic festivities, but I'll settle for watching Bruce's all week. Thank you, Alan. Cheers to you. Cheers to everyone everywhere, wherever you're watching me from, the USA, Canada, Europe, Australia, the Caribbean, wherever you are, Asia too. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it so much. Got my caffeine-free Diet Coke going, brown fuzzy water. Keep me hydrated somewhat. Thank you for all of you for being here. Neftali Oler had the chance to do an Atlantic crossing on the Magellan, and even as an older ship, it was fantastic. Service was outstanding, and the food was great. That's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. Stephanie Dory, I have been locked down since March the 1st, 2020, and I will be until my fiance can get me into the UK. Right on. You take care of yourself, dear. Farming all summer like it's normal. Really had my heart set on a January boat ride, says FX45. Welcome to the show. Lamas, you're not only one lockdown, Stephanie. Larry Richman is here. Larry says, Stephanie, I live in South Florida, and I started looking at condos in Toronto in 2006. Keep asking myself that same question. Why didn't I move there? Janet Baker, Stephanie, you will you adopt me, please? Will you just adopt me? Jan, Stephanie, if you can get over there, you'll be cruising faster than in North America. Why would Canadians come to the USA and now complain? Well, there you go. Any news updates on Carnival or the CDC? Just did that. Stephanie, I hear you, Larry Richmond. Michelle, nothing new. Alex Pauling is here. Hi, Alex. Good evening. Bruce, how do we sneak into the Bahamas? I think you can get in there with your own private yacht or your own private aircraft. Apparently, they will allow you to do that, but I think you have to pass a health test. And if you test positive, you're into a 2-week quarantine, if I got this right, but I wouldn't bother. Alberts, Bruce, have you heard of that? The Oxford coronavirus vaccine has shown strong immune response. Apparently, it provides double protection with antibodies and T cells. I don't know. I'm told that there are like 24 different vaccines under development, and there could be more. So I don't know anything about it. Jan is here saying, I have 63 thumbs ups with 191 people in the house. Please give Bruce thumbs ups. If you can spare me a thumbs up, folks, that would be great. Larry Richmond, I heard that if you invest $2 million in New Zealand, you can move there and become a citizen. You might, maybe you can do that. It's supposed to be released in September, says Alberts, as far as the virus goes. Susan R, farming here instead of family trip and December cruise. Woohoo, a new tomato is fun today. There you go. Gene, thank you, Gene Hughes, again for this super chat that you made towards my iMac 16 Pro. Thank you very, very much. Alex, why would you want to sneak into the Bahamas if they had a big CV spike? Why would you want to do that? Who else is here? I have Deborah Morel here. Hi, Deborah. Welcome to my channel. Let's get moving. Darlene Cron is here, or Crone. COVID numbers are inflated. Death rate also down. Charles M. Welcome, Charles M. to the channel today. Charles says, Bruce, do you wear a mask when you go out? And when the U.S. shut down, when did Canada? I do wear a mask when I go out. I did a walk the other day through the neighborhood. Don't wear a mask. But if I'm going to go shopping in the grocery store, I'll just hop in the car without a mask, get to the parking lot, put the mask on, go in, shop, come into the car, take the mask off, come home, and I'm good to go. Canada shut down about when New York State shut down. We might have even been a bit sooner. I can't recall the exact dates, but I know here in British Columbia, Alberta, Ontario, Quebec, we did the shutdown. We had our numbers go up. We've had 101,000 cases for the country, or 110,000 for the whole country, 35 million people, about California's size. 8,800 fatalities, mainly seniors, many in senior homes. We learned that lesson like other spots did. And now we're doing about, for the country, about 200, 300 a day, maybe something like that. I'm not sure of the number exactly, but it's much lower. It's much, much lower. Anyway, there you are. There you go. Who else is here? Oh, Shawn McCroskey is here. Hi, Shawn. How you doing? Virgin isn't really in the news all that much financially. You say they haven't had a paying passenger yet, but wasn't there some supposed to go to New York and then be rerouted to Miami? The ship, they were going to do some kind of a cruise, but that got all canceled out. So they have not had a paying passenger yet. The ship, the Scarlet Lady, was sent to Italy. They had crew that they repatriated back to Europe, and then they were doing some work on the ship. It was in dry dock in Italy, and I think it's being modified for social distancing. Glass partitions between tables. Restaurants with seating booths would have glass, and tables with all that. They're doing all that kind of work right now on a brand new ship that hasn't had a paying customer. So there's probably a lot of work being done on that ship for future sailings. Unbelievable. Crazy. Susan R. says the USA has 4% of the world's population, but 25% of COVID deaths. It's very, very, very sad story. Very sad. SLGC Mets. Bruce, with so many ports closing their doors to American tourists, do you envision a resurgence of cruises to nowhere? I'd really be interested in a long weekend on a nice ship without any stops. I do not envision any voyages starting in the United States and ending in the United States, even if they go to nowhere. I don't, because I can't see the CDC allowing a ship to leave Miami with 3,000 people on board, maybe 2,200 passengers and 800 crew, because the ship could come back with 50 of those people with the virus. Because if 20 get on the ship that are asymptomatic and they're on a cruise ship for 4 days, milling about the decks and the casino and the showroom and the restaurants, they come back 4 days later, there could be 500 people now that are asymptomatic with the virus. The CDC is not going for it. It's not going to happen. I don't see this happening. This is why I really worry about cruising starting again, in quite some time. I without a vaccine, I don't know how it can happen. It's really sad. It's too bad. Let's see here. People are talking to me about the virus, and they're saying hi to each other, which is great. Why has Bruce been a Debbie Downer lately? Gee, Alex. Yeah. Why am I such a Debbie Downer? Why can't I just say we'll all go back to cruise? I know you're kidding, Alex. I know what you're up to. I know what you're doing. How you doing, buddy? Who else is here? Sandy is saying, then what would there be to talk about? Level? Why no thumbs up yet? Why can't Bruce get thumbs ups? Folks, if you could spare one, I'd appreciate it. Okay, Larry, I trust Bruce. He's got the inside track to Wall Street and industry insiders. Beetle owner is here. Everyone arriving in New Zealand is quarantined by the government for 14 days. They could not get on a cruise ship, even if there were some. How about that? That's very interesting. Let's see here. Tyler show. That's why they need a rapid test. That's why they need a rapid test before you board the ship and after you disembark the ship at the end of your cruise. Wouldn't it be great if they can give us a rapid test that within an hour or two we have the results? That would make the world a lot safer, a lot faster. Susan R. CDC needs to write a letter to our disaster causers in the U.S. Jan is saying you got 71 thumbs up. So that's as of about 40 minutes ago. I'm way behind my messages here. Let me just try to catch up here with any other messages here. Thank you, all of you who are here tonight, throwing me thumbs ups. I appreciate it. Appreciate this. Mickey Mouse Spirit Animal. The ships are non-complicit or non-compliant, so we as Americans do not wish to take a chance going on these ships either. That's exactly it. That's why the CDC won't allow cruising. You can't keep the cruise safe. How are you going to keep passengers safe? Susan, our businesses will be destroyed if our government doesn't lock it all down to rid us of this virus. But then again, nobody could come in unless tracing program was up and running. Yeah, we've got to, there's going to be some serious moves made here to stop this thing. Paper City Gamer Jeff, I have friends traveling to Texas for vacation and another to Florida from Massachusetts. They are so dumb. People don't care. It's amazing. It is amazing. Susan R. says 5-minute tests should be commonplace. I couldn't agree with you more. Alex is saying that Miami Beach now has an 8 p.m. curfew, hopefully to reduce the parties. It's unreal, isn't it? Isn't it unreal? Rebecca is saying hi to me. Hi, Rebecca. Hello, Bruce. 94 here in Lexington, North Carolina. Niece in California tested for the virus. Results 9 days. Not good. I hope she doesn't get very, very ill. Paper City Gamer, people in Massachusetts knew they had it and still went out. They said, oh my gosh, terrible. Debbie Manuel, you're saying it the way I feel. It's terrible. Let's see here. Nathan's Boat Reviews. How you doing there, Nathan? I'm going on a cruise in December, but I'm starting to think it's going to be canceled. Nathan, I think you're right. I think your cruise is going to be canceled. I don't like your chances of your December cruise happening because I don't like the chances of my December cruise happening either. Susan R. says, couldn't anyone test their saliva with a home microscope? I have no idea what I'd be looking at. Albert's traveling with Bruce. I heard that the Oxford vaccine will be supplied in September. Well, I hope you're right. I don't know anything about it though. Larry Richman. I just got an email from NCL. Sorry, let me see if I get this up here. Pushing Great Stirrup. That's not an option now. Yeah, you can't go to Great Stirrup Key. Can't get in there. Mickey Mouse Spirit ML. If in New York City we were locked down, other states would have followed our restraint. Oh, sorry. Yeah, if everyone did what New York did when New York did it, they would be a lot better now. Howdy, Bruce and everybody from Paul Wilson. How you doing there, buddy? Nice to have you here. Let's see here. SG Devotee. I'm going to be really, really sad if they scrap the former holiday. Let's see. Brittany Anderson, Mrs. Brittany Anderson is saying that she and her mom are listening tonight. Welcome, the two of you. Susan R. Best regards, Sylvan. Sylvan, I hope you're okay. So get better, please. Stephanie A. Dory. If it was that simple, Bruce, there are people refusing to wear masks or stay away from groups of people. Many Americans think it's a hoax. It's so sad. It is sad. It is the saddest of sad. Paper City Jeff, thank you again for that super chat. I really, really appreciate it. Fantastic, sir. Jack Weiss, hello from Conroe, Houston suburb in Texas. Welcome, Jack, to the show tonight. Nice to have you here. Speaking of Jack, I heard I was watching a bit of golf yesterday, the Memorial Golf Tournament there. And I read later on that Jack Nicklaus and his wife both had the virus. They both recovered from the virus, and they're 80. Isn't that something? Way to go, Jack Nicklaus and his wife. I can't remember her first name at the moment, but I was shocked. I couldn't believe it, but they've been tested. They were tested positive. They got over it, tested negative. They're through it. Incredible. Tyler Frederick, just to reiterate, the name of the cruise line is SAGA, not Sega. Sega is a video game company that is home of Sonic the Hedgehog. So it's Saga Cruising. Saga. They're the ones who bought 2 of those Holland America ships. Okay. John Gilchrist, how can you not be political these days? It seems no matter what you say, it's political. That's what's happening now in our world. Gordon Dick, good evening, Bruce from North Delta. Have you heard anything about cruises to nowhere now are illegal? That was posted on your site earlier. Anything about cruises to nowhere are illegal? That was posted. Again, I don't think there are any cruises to Norway. I don't think there are any cruises to nowhere out of any North American port. Okay, did I get that out? I believe they are talking about that there was talk about having cruises to nowhere from Germany to the North Sea and back for like 2 or 3 days, 2-3 day cruises. I'd heard that, but not in North America. SLG Mets, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Thank you. Appreciate that very much. Another donation towards the iMac Pro 16. Thank you so much. Ruth Ann Greenberg, Justin Trudeau is gorgeous. Should have moved there. I find him okay, but I'm not of that persuasion. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but he's a happily married guy. But Ruth, hey, like him. He's in a bit of a pickle up here right now, though. He's got a few issues, but nonetheless, Megan Frost is here. Megan, how are you doing? Welcome. And she also likes Trudeau too. She thinks he's got a good look about him. SG Devotee, Carnival Conquest was built in 2002, so she'll be 20 in 2 short years. Yes, that's true. Rocky Martin, 100 heat index in Central Florida just about every day over the last few weeks. Strong work, Bruce. Thank you, Rocky, so much for that shout out. Angel Eyes, hello all. Hi Angel Eyes. How you doing? SG Devotee. To continue with the Neftari's comment about Magellan holiday. Today is my old year. Is it old year since my grand celebration cruise? Sisters, small but great ship. So, it's an anniversary since the grand celebration cruise. Congratulations, way to go. And don't we miss the old days? I'll tell you, when I made that video today, I made that video about Americans, not being allowed in the Bermuda. I had all these photos. I was really missing cruising when I was making that video. Alex, I think the next quarantine, I'm going to buy my own boat and just stay there. Laugh out loud. Yep. Go cruising for yourself. Tim Bowman, as I'm hiccuping here. Hi, Bruce. Greetings from sunny Seattle, and we'll send you more. And you will. You are the next week. Glorious weather here, and I really appreciate that. Thank you, Tim. You keep that stuff coming. I love that good stuff. Devin Albatross, or Alberts, I read an article about that earlier today. Sounds like some good news. There won't be any cruises. SLG Mets, 100 thumbs ups, Bruce. Oh, this is awesome, guys. Thank you for the 100 thumbs ups today. Really appreciate that. Jeannie, I tried to spark some fun on Facebook by posting a cruise picture of Bill and me, but I only got 2 likes. One from Tom Henry and the other one from our daughter. Those of you folks who don't know, I do have a Facebook group page for Traveling with Bruce. All right. If you'd like to join it, please look up Traveling with Bruce. There it is right there. Spelled with 2 L's. Where am I? Right here. Spelled with 2 L's, Traveling with Bruce on Facebook. I administer the site. You ask to join, I'll let you in. We are now over 5,200 followers on my Facebook group page. It's unbelievable. We have 57 followers on my channel, or 57,000 subscribers, but that's over 3 years, almost 3 years. But 5,200, I think 5,000 of these folks have joined the Facebook group page in the last 7 months. It's incredible. I've really put a push on it. A lot of us hang out there and we post photos and videos and info, and I post my videos on there and announcements about the channel. So come on over there and I'll let you in. That would be great. Alex, I think I would still wear a mask on a cruise ship even if it wasn't mandatory. Yeah, I think so too. Eddie, hello, Bruce from Florida. How you doing? Eddie, welcome from Florida. How you doing, pal? Nice to see you. You take care of yourself down there. Stay cool. Gene, I think anyone who needs one, get one of your snazzy masks. Oh, yes, I will do that. Let me show you the COVID masks you can get. Not courtesy, but through my channel. It's not a courtesy. They're for sale. Here's one of the COVID masks, TWB logo. You go to my Redbubble store, you can get one of those. You can get one of these right here. You can get this one with the sextant on it. Pretty cool. And you can get this one right here. Pretty cool. We have these COVID masks available on the Redbubble store site. Link it down below. And any item that is purchased by any of you on my Redbubble store, I get a royalty, which goes towards the iMac Pro 16 computer that I have to get. So again, thank you. So get yourself a mask or 2 or 3 and help me out at the same time. That'd be great. And thank you for your contributions. Romel, good evening, Bruce. Thank you for the news and update from Royal Caribbean Filipino crew. You're more than welcome. Thank you for being here and talking to us. That is wonderful. Without the crew, we don't have cruises, and I can't wait to go cruising again. Jan, Bruce, I think Canada shut down when I did March 15th, but I have yet to go back out there. Gene Hughes, Gene is saying, I think anyone who needs one should get one. Just did that. Fantastic. Thank you for reminding me, Gene. Larry Lewis, hello, Bruce from Apple Valley. It was 100 degrees today, just another summer day in the high desert, right on Apple Valley, California. I believe that's where you are. I love that area. Welcome, Larry, to the show. I'm glad you're back. Donnell is here. Hey, Donnell from Cork, Ireland. Howdy, Bruce and all. Enjoying the show in a weird sort of way. Not enough good news. Watched and supported your 2 videos today. Hope the COVID-19 is gone by late April 2021, but not terribly optimistic. I love that shirt you're wearing there, Donnell. That is a beautiful shirt with that sextant on there. And thank you, buddy, for your support of my channel and following me. I love it. I know it's late. Hang in there. MG Toe, I would not go on a cruise ship where there was social distancing. Why go? If ships are unsafe, then people should not travel on them. There you go. Alex Pauling saying, are there any cruise commentators who have a different opinion than you? I don't know, Alex. I mean, common sense. I mean, I follow a number of my my friends and contemporaries. Dawn's family channels and Dawn's traveling channel, and then Dawn's family, what's it called? Dawn's family travel channel, and Lalita Loca and Emma Cruises and Cruise Tips TV, all these great YouTubers, Sharon at Sea and all. We're all, I think, pretty realistic about what's going on out there, and that none of us are thinking that this is a hoax or anything like that. I mean, if this is a hoax, why would multi-billion-dollar cruise ships not be sailing? No way. So I think we're all on the same, feel the same way. Although I might be a little more direct in reporting it, perhaps. I don't know. Nikki's World. I'm really hoping for the Norwegian Jade on November 22nd of this year. Out of Tampa, how much out of 50 would you think it would sail? How much out of 50? Well, I would say you have a 0% chance of going on the night cruise. 0. It will not cruise. No. Mine isn't going. Yours isn't going. I don't think there'll be any cruises out of Florida until 2021, and it could be the second quarter and beyond. I have a very bad feeling about cruises between now and the end of this year. I don't think there'll be any. I don't think so. Rob, the U.S. is great at don't tell me what to do. Oh, by the way, let me tell you what you should do. Jan says, Bruce, you got 114 thumbs ups. And this is a while ago, but thank you. 13 minutes ago. Fantastic. I'm catching up to your messages finally. It's taken me a while. Ruth Ann Greenberg, a hi from Maryland. If you use your canceled cruise credit for a cruise in 2022 and that gets canceled, would it offer anything? Would there be a better offer after that? Boy, I doubt it. I guess, if you got a future cruise credit now and you're going to use that towards a future cruise and it gets canceled, I think you're just going to be able to use that credit going forward years. Whenever they can get you on the ship, they'll get you on the ship. Some of these cruise credits people have now, they might not be using until 2022, 23, or 24. That's my personal opinion. MG ships will not be safe for another 2 to 3 years. If that, there's a comment right there. Arc Adventures, ARC. Hey, Bruce from St. Louis. Good to see you. Thinking this was our new tradition on Monday. Now, a lot of people have this tradition on Mondays to join me at 7 o'clock for the sponsor members show and at 8 for the live show. And I love it. it. Robert Nunez, I was going to book a cruise for 2021, but now I'm looking at 2022 due to how things are playing out in the USA. Yep, Robert, 2022 looks a lot more likely every day, doesn't it? Nick B, I work at a hotel in Michigan. 70% of our guests fly in from out of state. Many get really upset when we require them to wear a mask. You think that you can come into Michigan and there's no virus there. It doesn't spread there. Why should I wear a mask there? I came from Oklahoma to Michigan. I should be allowed to just walk around, sneeze all I want. Hey, by the way, is anyone getting birthday cake with some candles on it? I want to blow them out. Unbelievable. Nick, thank you for letting me know that. That's amazing. I'm not surprised to hear that. I'm disappointed to hear it, but I'm not surprised. Alex, the Memorial Golf Tournament is in my city, but they allowed no audience this year. That's right. That's true. SLG Mets, again, thank you for that super chat that you sent me about 11 minutes ago towards the computer. Thank you very much. Eddie Panero. Hey, Bruce, how are you and your family doing there in Canada? And where and we're good here in Florida. You're doing well in Florida. Thank you. Good. Eddie, take care. We're doing okay here in Canada. I'm just staying in the house. I'm not going anywhere. I mean, I go shopping to the grocery store and I come back. I just don't know. Jennifer and I, we treat ourselves a couple of times a week, maybe twice, 3 times a week. We get in our car and we drive to the Tim Hortons because we have one here, and we get ourselves a coffee and a little. I'll get a donut, a Boston cream donut. She'll. I never know what she's going to get. She gets something different every time. And then we'll go for a little drive, maybe just a couple miles out of town over a little lookout, and just kind of look out, enjoy our coffee, talk about you guys, talk about the viewers of my channel, and then come back home. And it's our outing, and sit in the car the whole time. Love it. Good luck with that iMac fund. I'm working on it. You're helping me, buddy. Thank you so much. Every penny counts. And I have to thank all of you for helping me out. It's wonderful. Arc Adventures. Oh, and I got to see a Stock Markets with Bruce show, the one on Tesla. Great stuff. Had 10 shares a few years back, but sold them when Musk was acting flaky. Yeah, he acted flaky, and now they're at 1,600 a share. That flaky guy, unbelievable. Isn't that something? Bought back into Tesla early that year, thankfully. Oh, thank goodness. It was great. It's been crazy. That stock's done so well. Larry, Gordon, Dick, you might be talking about the Jones Act, which prohibits cruise ships leaving U.S. ports and coming back without stopping in a foreign country. I don't see any cruises out of the U.S. even under those kinds of thing. Can we trade for Trudeau? Arc Adventures wants to know. I tell you, the conservative opposition party up here would love you to do that. Calvin Albert, M from the Caribbean and island called Dominica. Any update about cruise ship coming to the Caribbean? No cruise ships coming to the Caribbean, my friend. I'm sorry, Calvin. There won't be any cruising in the Caribbean the rest of this year. I don't see it. I don't think until 2021 sometime, and I might be too soon on that. It's just so bad now. So bad. Jan, Arc Adventures, the short answer is no bloody way. SG Devotee, 1 year anniversary of Grand Celebration. Right on. SG, we got it now. Thank you. We were number 116 for the thumbs ups, Bruce. Right on. Thank you, guys. 116 thumbs up. That was about 10 minutes ago. Scott Weber, Bruce, are you even allowed to leave BC now, or is it just travel within your own province? We're allowed to leave BC by car. I do go to Alberta, which is next door. My daughter is in Calgary. We can also fly out of the province to other parts of Canada, but only certain cities. Not all the flights are running these days. And theoretically, I think I could fly to Europe. I think there's a British Airways, probably an Air Canada. I'm not 100% sure, though. I'm not sure if flights are available, but I'm not going anywhere, so couldn't care less. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here. Calvin, any update? Gave you that. Lama, Rosa, Oza. Larry, under the Jones Act, wouldn't the ship just have to reach the foreign port but not allow passengers to get off? Foreign stamp could be obtained as they pulled into the foreign port. They could probably do that, I guess, but it's not happening. It's just not going to happen. Susan R. Just said something that I agree with wholeheartedly. Hang on one second. Let's see here. Sorry, folks. I skipped over. My computer did it again. Here we go. Susan R. Happy birthday, Scott Weber. There you go. And Scott Weber says, thank you, Susan. And Scott Weber says, I guess it's happy birthday to me, 61. That's right, 61. Bill Carroll is saying, just heard on the news, over 120 countries signed an agreement to share the vaccine. Guess who isn't a member of this agreement? I think I know. I think I know. The one country where the drug is sold for cash, big cash. I know the name of that country. Everyone else will share it at probably cost, like $2 a dose, but not in a certain country I know where it's 390. I've heard a rumor 390 from one company. Scott, don your mask. The most comfortable, at least for me. Who else is here? Arc Adventures. I hope you're getting closer. We're getting closer to the Big Mac Fund, the big ass iMac Fund. We're getting closer every day. Larry, great question. I think it's okay for the ship to dock. Passengers don't have to disembark because if you think about it, sometimes the weather doesn't allow it. There you go. Mariposa is saying, love ya, Bruce. Love you, Mariposa. Thank you. Arc Adventures, laugh out loud, Bruce. We programmed our Alexa computer. So every time you talk about computer, she speaks up. Rob Slevin, I'll be getting a few more TWB masks. Looks like I'll need a supply. Oh my gosh. Donnell, thank you, Donnell, for your donation. Donnell just made a donation to my channel through my PayPal button, which is on my homepage. It's usually up there somewhere on my homepage. Thank you, Donnell, for that. That'll go towards the iMac fund for sure. Arc Adventures, Jen, boo. Alex, which cruise line is the best for single occupancy? I usually cruise alone, but paying double sucks. You know, Alex, up until about, until this virus, you could have gone on some of the newer Norwegian ships. They have single occupancy cabins designed just for that, but those are inside cabins. I know that Steaming Bean, who's a follower of my channel, he went on a Norwegian cruise last year, and he was on an inside solo cabin. He loved it. I believe Royal Caribbean has solo cabins, not many. And I'm trying to remember who else had them. I'm trying to remember if there were any on Carnival on like the Horizon. I can't be sure. But now with the going forward, I don't see inside cabins being allowed to be used by passengers. I don't see it. So, that means balcony only. And cruise lines, they want double occupancy, especially if they're going to be restricted. If cruise lines are going to be restricted to 50% occupancy eventually, they're not going to allow single travelers in a balcony without you paying double the price. I just, they're not going to do it. Yeah. Valerie is here. Hi, Valerie. Hi. Do you think Royal Caribbean will sail out of New Jersey in November? Nope. I don't think so. Carolina is giving me a virtual hug. Mermaid C is saying hi. Gene is saying to me, Gene Hughes, Ship Life is also a good cruise channel. Yeah, he is. He used to be a dancer on cruise lines and gets info from current crew members new to channels, but seems to be a nice guy. I like him. Yeah, I've seen him. He mentioned my channel on one of his broadcasts as well. One of my viewers gave me a heads up and said, "Hey, did you know that Ship Life mentioned you?" And I checked it out and saw it. And it was like, I've seen a few of his videos. And I think it's great that as a former cruise member, he's filling people in. It's great stuff. MGTO, I know GameStop is below $4 a share. I don't know if that's a buying opportunity or not, but it's a heavily shorted stock. Arc Adventures, MGTO, we miss cruising so bad we'll take our chances as safely as we could. SLG Mets says you have 125 thumbs ups. This is awesome. Who else is here? Alex is asking if the railway is closed in Canada. I'm not 100% sure. Eddie is saying, "Hey Bruce, I had work in 4 months, but I want you ever try watch every Monday. See you soon. Bye." Hey Bruce, I had Had works in form of Eddie, you just watch me whenever you can. I know you'll catch me on the rerun anyway, so that's great. But yes, it's great when you're here live because then we get the chat. Jan, Bruce, are there over 100 people in the house with no thumbs ups? 258 are here right now. Last I can tell you, we got 100 something thumbs up. So thank you. If any one of you can spare one of those, please, thank you. They're free to give away. Megan is saying it is cooling off outside. Thank the Lord. Mermaid at Sea. Carnival has some inside cabins for single cruisers. Tommy Coleman. Bruce, thank you for your service and insights. I try to follow regularly as first-time cruiser in a non-cruising world. Yes. Tommy, boy, I tell you, we who are addicted to cruising, we're going nuts. Can't wait for it to come back, but it's going to be a while. But it's worth your while if you ever get the chance to go. It's a lot of fun. Mermaid balconies are the way to go. There you go. Ruth Ann is saying, Bruce, I did well with DocuSign calls because many businesses prefer this app to signing docs in person. Okay, very, very good. I don't know why you're telling me that, but that's great. Donato, Fernando. Hi, Bruce. Donato is in the house. How you doing, Donato? Welcome to the show tonight. Valerie is here saying hi, Bruce. If you haven't said hi to me, say hi to me now, folks. Say hi to me. Rocky Grasso. I believe Hall America has single occupancy cabins. Yes, I think you're right on that one too, Rocky. Rocky is a brand new sponsor member. He joined this channel last week, and he's one of my newest members to join. Thank you, Rocky, for becoming part of this channel. Love it. He was on my 7:00 show. We had a great time. Larry, I did a solo cabin on Norwegian Epic, which was the first to have them, and also has more than any other ship. I hated it. Got a balcony next time, but sometimes it's not double, more like 50% more. Yeah. So it's less than double, but it's not. Yeah. I hear you. Like, yeah, you're in that. You're trapped. You're really stuck, Larry. No doubt about it. Linda, I think Anthem of the Seas has a few single cabins as well. Balconies. Interesting. Effective National Services PL is here saying hi. Hello there. Welcome. Emily is here. Good evening, Bruce. Very hot here in New York. The humidity is terrible. Welcome, Emily. I'm glad to see you here. I know you're on my Facebook page a lot. Nice to have you. Valerie, I am so ready to cruise when we're able. I'm on the first one smoking, laughing out loud. And Larry, I was watching Jay's channel when he mentioned you. He said what I said earlier, that you're plugged into what's inside info that is reliable, which is kind of nice to say, isn't it? Those are nice words. Megan, VIA is running. That's the Canadian National Railway System, but you need to wear a mask. Mermaid C says people should not be able to smoke on a cruise. Emily Archer, by the way, stand-up paddleboarding was great. Looking forward to going out again and kayaking. Right on, girl. Eddie Panero, what I meant to say, I have not worked in 4 months, so I need to get back to work one day. Oh, right on, buddy. I hope it's sooner rather than later for you, my friend. Fantastic. Jan, 134 thumbs ups. Thank you, TWB family, for giving Bruce 134 thumbs ups. Alex, not allowing single occupancy cabins post-virus would be so sad if they didn't do that. Yeah, that would be sad. Thomas Keener, hey, Bruce, I love watching you here in North Carolina. Great news about vaccines today. My wife and I have 2 cruises canceled. I believe Celebrity's new series of ships offer more single rooms. And I know that that's a direction the cruise lines have been slowly but surely moving towards, that they've been looking to incorporate single cabins into their ship plans right at the factory level. And I think that's wonderful, because there's a lot of singles who would really like to go, but not, have to pay the crazy price to do it. Ruth, do you like AT&T as a buy right now? I don't know. I don't follow AT&T stock. So I can't tell you. I am more nervous about the market as a whole than confident. I think the market is fully priced, for the economy that it's about to get. I think the stock market might be ahead of itself, but there's ways to buy things on the market to protect against the market going down. You just buy an ETF that is called an inverse fund that goes the opposite direction of the market. It goes up in value when the market goes down, but you want to talk to an investment advisor or do research about those before you buy one. That's what I would recommend. Candace, hi, Bruce, fellow Canadian here in Niagara Falls. I am booked interior March 2021 Sky Princess. Are you thinking we will be booted off or offered a balcony? Oh, that's a good question. Candace. Well, if the cruise takes place, it might be that by that time, the cruise line might be told by the CDC, for example, that you can only go out at 50% capacity. And you can't go out with inside rooms, and you can't go out with ocean view. Now, if your ship is already more than 50% sold out, and I think it is, they're going to have to do some cancellations. Now, what they might offer you is a scenario where they write you the Dear Candace letter saying, sorry, Candace, we're not allowed to take you on the cruise because we can't take inside passengers. So what we'll do for you is we'll give you a refund for your cruise, or you can accept a future cruise credit, which might be more than what you paid for the cruise. There might be a premium. And then they might turn around and say, we can only offer you in the future a balcony. Give us a call and we'll see what we can do to get you into a balcony room instead. But instead of paying full price, you might get it at 25% off, or your credit might get you 3/4 of the way to a balcony, something like that. They'll do something because you've already booked now in advance early. If you've already paid them, they owe you. Like they look at you as a loyal customer. They will treat you very well because they've got your money. You were committing to this cruise. So they're going to want to keep your business. And so, we'll see. Candace, you're going to have to keep me posted. This is one of those things you're going to have to let me know about. Anyway, there you go. Let's see here. Is there trivia tonight? No, there's no trivia tonight. I will do trivia later this week, Wednesday or Thursday. I will do trivia. I might do it on this channel. I might do it on the stock market channel. I might do it on both at the same time like I did last week. So keep an eye open for that. Alex, Bruce thinks the market is underpriced and it's uphill from here. I don't think I'm saying that. I think I'm saying the opposite. Excursion Views with Al Train saying, hi, how you doing? Welcome. And Jan is saying there's no trivia tonight. Donato is saying, it's nice to know that your friends of Dawn, Terrace, and Tony and Jenny, but you're my favorite. Those guys are great. I did a live show with them about a week and a half ago. The three of us were on for about an hour and a bit. We had a lot of fun, and I would love to do that again. Ditto, Donato, says Jan. Tommy Coleman, Tommy says, when I booked solo on Norwegian Sky, it was a 1.5 occupancy rate. Not the whole double occupancy. That was for all cabins initially. When bidding on upgrades, you're expected to pay double on your bid. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, Sunil is here. When is the Caribbean cruise starting again? No idea. Maybe 2021 sometime. I don't know. Emily Archer, in your opinion, do you think the Bahamians will trust us Americans again since COVID is in the Bahamas now, sadly? They're not going to bring Americans in for a long time. They didn't even have a date. They don't have a return date. So it's going to be a long time before the Bahamas opens up the border to allow Americans to fly in for a weekend or 10 days or whatever. No cruises. This puts Paradise Cruising right onto the sidelines. The folks that sail from Florida to Bahamas, for 2-night cruises all the time, they were hoping to start in October. They're not starting. There's no way they can. There's no way they can start. It's really too bad. Sandy Robinson is here saying hi there. And Sunil is saying, oh gosh. I think I've caught up with you guys. I've caught up with all these comments. It took me a while, but I got here. Sorry to be such a Debbie Downer, but the reality is the reality. The show is the show, and you got to know the truth. And now you know. I will keep updating my channel with updates as best I can. I'll keep you posted. I will have trivia later this week, Wednesday or Thursday of this week. I will do trivia, and it's probably going to be on both channels at the same time. I usually do about a 2 or 3 hour advance notice kind of thing. So keep an eye open. And Alex saying, can you take your own boat to the Bahamas? Yes, you can. Janet, Bruce, you should get your own fellow podcasters to form a group cruise where we could meet and greet and pick your brains in person. I'll be first in line. Well, Janet, thank you. Like I say, I can't wait to go on a cruise. I would love to go on a cruise with my fellow tubers. That would be a lot of fun. But right now, none of us are cruising. We're all stuck at home making videos the best we can. Dwayne Ellis, hey, Bruce, I think Royal Caribbean will start sailing with the Oasis class ships to their private islands. Not with the news out today, buddy. No way. Let's see. Who else is here? Right now, it's all shut down. Right now it's all shut down. Dwayne, you can't take an Oasis class ship. They're not even going to be able to do those. And Bahamas is shut down for the U.S. Unfortunately, Jan, thanks for another great show, Bruce. Thank you, Jan, for all your help today, letting us know how many thumbs ups we have. Almost 140. Chuck Spencer, no sailing to the Bahamas, even with the cruise line, the owned ones. Yeah, that's right, Chuck. No cruising to the Bahamas, even on their own islands. That's really too bad, isn't it? Bruce, any word if people with disabilities will be allowed on any of the cruise lines? Sandy Robinson knows. No news either way. No news. I can't imagine why not. If they're doing reduced occupancy and they're going to have balcony cruises only, there's lots of room. Shouldn't have a problem with disability people. Shouldn't have any problems with that. People on scooters, walkers, canes, you name it. I'm sure, Sandy, you will be welcome with open arms if you're in that position yourself. Mermaid Sea, they were a couple of weeks requesting coronavirus tests to enter the Bahamas. Now they're shut down again. That's right. Arc Adventure says, hey, I agree with you, Jan. Great show there, Bruce. Jan, see you later, Arc. Guys, thank you for being here today. Thank you for all your support today. A special thank you to all of you out there who sent me a super chat, a donation on PayPal, a super sticker. You guys are great. Thank you very much. The iMac 16 Pro computer fund is growing all the time, and I look forward to the day I can whip over to Calgary and get her. Very much looking forward to that. So I'm quite excited. Shawnoff is here. Sure enough. What's up, Bruce? I'm late. I'm a truck driver. I'll get caught up later. Right on, buddy. Thanks, sir, for all the info, says Sunil. I really appreciate it. You and Bruce are doing a great job in updating all of us. Thank you, Sunil, for all your kind words. And all of you who have been here tonight, thank you. And Arc Adventure says, when the group cruises start, I will try to join you. We'll try to join you. That'll be a lot of fun. SLG Mets, thanks for another fun show. Okay, you guys, have a great evening, a great week. Stay warm, stay safe, stay cool, stay healthy. Have fun out there. Wear your masks. Get yourself a TWB mask and put it on. Traveling with Bruce. There it is. Is that even upside down or right side up? I don't even know. It's upside down. There you go. Traveling with Bruce. Thank you for being here, supporting my channel, and make sure you get yourself a TWB COVID mask on my Redbubble site. I really appreciate you. You can wear one, you can wear two, you can wear three, you can wear them all, and then you can't see the hell you're going, and you can't see what you're saying. You can't breathe. They're good masks, though. Very comfortable. And I thank all of you who've already picked one up. You guys are great. All right, there you go. That's it. I'm out of here. Larry and Alex and Valerie and Mermaid and Emily and Cuz Cruisers. Hello, cruise friends. Welcome all of you, and thank you for being here tonight. I will talk to you in a couple of days for live trivia, and keep an eye on my channel for any updates, and we'll let you know what's going on. Okay, guys, there it is. I'm out of here. We'll see you later. Bye for now. Here we go.